Most people wait their whole lives for encouragement. They wait for approval. They wait for confidence. They wait for someone to say, "You're doing well." But what if the person you're waiting for is you? That is the simple, powerful idea behind the high five habit. The problem we don't talk about. Many people look confident on the outside, but inside they struggle with self-doubt, negative self-talk, fear of failure, lack of motivation, feeling disconnected from themselves. We are often kinder to strangers than we are to ourselves. We celebrate others. We criticize ourselves. Over time, this creates distance from our goals, our energy, and our sense of worth. Where the high five habit begins. Mel Robbins didn't create this habit in a workshop or a laboratory. She discovered it by accident. One morning, feeling overwhelmed and unmotivated, she looked at herself in the mirror. Without thinking, she raised her hand and gave herself a high five. Something unexpected happened. She smiled. For a brief moment, the inner critic went quiet. That small action created a shift. Why this small action works? A high five is a universal sign. It means, "You did it. I see you. Good job. Keep going." Your brain doesn't care who gives the high five. When you high five yourself, your brain still receives it as encouragement. It triggers dopamine, positive association, trust. You're sending yourself a message. I'm on your side. The real habit is not the high five. The high five is not magic. It's a symbol. The real habit is self-support. Most people motivate themselves with pressure. You're not good enough. You should be doing more. Why can't you be better? That voice doesn't create progress. It creates fear. The high five habit replaces punishment with partnership. Why self-criticism fails? We believe criticism makes us stronger, but research shows the opposite. Harsh self-talk reduces confidence, increases anxiety, lowers performance. You wouldn't talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself. So why expect better results? Encouragement builds resilience. Shame destroys it. Confidence is not a feeling. One of the key lessons in the book is this. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you practice. Confidence comes from action, and action becomes easier when you feel supported, especially by yourself. The high five habit trains your brain to associate effort with positivity, rewiring the relationship with yourself. Every time you high five yourself in the mirror, you interrupt old patterns. You stop the automatic thoughts like, "I'm failing. I'm behind. I'm not enough," and replace them with, "I showed up. I'm trying." That counts. Small shifts create lasting change. Why this matters in real life. This habit affects productivity, mental health, confidence, relationships, decision-making. When you trust yourself, you hesitate less. When you encourage yourself, you recover faster. When you stop attacking yourself, you free up energy. The habit builds self-trust. Self-trust is not believing you'll never fail. It's believing you'll support yourself when you do. The high five habit builds that trust daily, not through big promises, but through small, consistent reinforcement. What happens when you don't support yourself? Without self-support, goals feel heavier. Setbacks feel personal. Motivation feels forced. People don't quit because they're lazy. They quit because they feel alone, even with themselves. The mirror moment. Looking yourself in the eyes matters. It creates presence. It forces honesty. When you high five yourself in the mirror, you are acknowledging your existence. You are saying, I see you. I'm here. Let's keep going. That moment is grounding. Why this habit feels uncomfortable at first. Most people feel awkward doing it. That discomfort is important. It reveals how unused we are to treating ourselves kindly. Growth often feels strange before it feels natural. The science behind celebration. Celebration strengthens habits. When your brain connects effort with reward, it wants to repeat the behavior. The high five habit creates a loop. Effort, recognition, motivation, more effort. This loop builds momentum without burnout. This is not toxic positivity. The book is not about pretending everything is fine. It's about acknowledging reality without attacking yourself. You can say, this is hard. I'm struggling. I made a mistake. And still say, I'm proud of myself for trying. Both can exist together. The bigger message of the book, the high five habit, is not about confidence. It's about relationship. The relationship you have with yourself shapes every other relationship in your life. When you become your own ally, everything changes. How this habit changes long-term behavior. Over time, people who practice this habit report less self-doubt, faster recovery from failure, more consistent action, better emotional regulation. Not because life becomes easier, but because they stop fighting themselves. The core truth. You don't need more discipline. You need more self-respect. You don't need harsher rules. You need encouragement. The high five habit is a daily reminder. That progress begins with kindness. If you supported yourself the way you support others, how would your life change? That question is the heart of this book. You don't rise by being harder on yourself. You rise by believing you're worth supporting. Sometimes, change starts with something small. Even a high five.